Hey guys, it's Nathan here. Going to be doing a tutorial on how to publish your map on the workshop. Since I've seen a lot of questions asked about this, how to do it properly, I'll walk you through all these steps right now. You're going to want to have your map finished and completed, all your spawn points down, all your weapon pickups down, all your clipping done, all that sort of stuff, and then we can take a look at your map's properties. To look at your map's properties, you can just go into the editor by pressing 0, click on a world spawn brush, and then come up to the top left and drop down the properties tab. In here you can see all the properties that you may have not set already. The most important ones, I guess, are going to be your game modes, your title, the owner string. These ones are optional, I guess. The sun, you can see I have this sort of nighttime thing going on, but you can use one of these presets for sunset, sunrise, overcast. You get the idea. It changes the feel of your map. We're going to come in here, we're going to set our game mode, we're going to go training just for the purpose of this map. This is going to be my workshop tutorial map by Nathan. So you're going to want to come up here and make sure your target game over camera is set to end, and now we're going to save that. So now you have your map name, your owner string, and your game mode set correctly. On to the endgame cameras. Most of you probably started on the empty map to start crafting your map. So you probably started with one of these guys, one of these little targets with the name end. If you didn't, or you don't know where it is, or you've deleted it, you can just come up here, create a new target, drag it out, and we'll name that end. You see this endgame camera utility popped up. I'll explain that to you guys in just a second. Basically, this target right here is going to be a representation of what we want the game to capture as the display picture on the workshop for our map. So basically you want to pick a nice angle that displays your map accurately, shows people what they're going to be getting into when they load up your map. The workshop camera utility that you saw pop up there was actually a widget created by Kwantus, which helps people place their target and workshop screenshot camera entities correctly and accurately, and you actually get to position it based on what you're looking at. So you can see this actually is pointed in this direction. I actually can't see what it's aiming at right now. I mean, I can assume it's this blank wall, but I actually don't know with the FOV and whatnot what it's actually going to capture. So with this utility, I can actually just put down a target, name it, actually select it, and then I can actually pop up this little widget, show the preview. This is 90 FOV, so it's accurate to what the camera is going to capture. You can disable the HUD so you get a nice clean work area. We can come down here and then we can position it, and it actually copies your current position and rotation values into the target, so you can actually position it accurately. We can do that with our workshop screenshot entity as well. These workshop screenshots are additional screenshots that you can add to your workshop page, so you can have more than just one image on your workshop page. So we'll come up here, select this one, show the preview, this looks good, and then position the camera. And then we can hide the preview, disable that, and deselect it. And now we've created our endgame camera and our workshop screenshot camera, and I think it's time to build the light map. So before we build the light map, we're going to want to save our map. You're not going to want to make any changes to your map after you build the light map, so any changes need to be finalized right now. If you do make changes after you build the light map, your light map will be invalidated. So you're going to have to rebuild that, which can be quite time consuming depending on the size of your map. So I think we're all done here. So let's come up here to the top left while in editor mode and hit build light map. Depending on the size of your map and the complexity of the lighting, it can take quite some time to build your light map, so just let that chug along. Once your light map's done, you're going to want to hit save, just to make sure that that light map saves and you're not going to lose it after you exit the map. Hop into the map, everything looks good. So let's go back up here and hit publish. You can see I have two other workshop publications. Let's create a new one. You're gonna have to give this a second to generate the workshop submission. It actually has to send to the Steam server to create the workshop submission, and then it has to pull it back down to actually get this number so it knows where it's going to be publishing to. So let's just give it a second. If it takes longer than about a minute, you can just close this window. We'll come back up here, hit publish again, and it should be here. All right, so it looks like we have our workshop item here. We can just click on this. Brand new item created about a minute ago. Let's set this to friends only for now. Do our change notes, initial release. And with that, it looks like it's time to publish our workshop submission. So let's click publish. So the screen just went black there for a second. That's actually generating the workshop screenshots that we placed earlier. You can see right here, we have our endgame target camera. So now that our map is published, we can add that workshop screenshot that we set up earlier to our workshop page. To access all your workshop items, you can come up to the top here under community, go down to workshop, scroll down here on the right, and you'll see your profile picture. You can click your files, and then you can see our item over here on the left. Once we're on this page, we can do a couple of different things. We can edit the title or description, add or remove images, or we can even add a contributor. So if the map was co-developed with someone else, you can add them right here. So we're going to add an image, but actually the image that Reflex generates is too large for Steam. So we're going to have to go and edit that down. We can do that by coming over here to our Reflex directory, coming into our screenshots folder, and then you can see the screenshot that it generated right here. Let's edit that. That's going to open it in Paint. We're going to come up here and do File, Save As, JPEG Picture, and then we're just going to save it right into this directory. That file should be small enough for Steam. So now we're going to come over here, choose File, make sure you pick the JPEG, and then let's upload that. All right, save and continue. And now we have the two pictures on our workshop page, the endgame camera and the workshop screenshot camera. If you ever decide you'd like to make a change to your map, it's really simple to get it back up on the workshop. All you're going to need to do is come in here, make your change, build your lightmap, save it, and then click the publish button. Select your previous submission, and then click publish. I hope you guys got something out of this tutorial. I have a few more of these planned coming up, but if you guys have something specific you'd like to see, just let me know down below, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.